Hey everybody, this is Pete Wenzel and today I'm going to show you how to get minifigure walking using the 4-step walk cycle instead of just wiggling around. How to get to the basic stop motion setup will not be part of this video. So if you're interested in this topic, check out my linked video. This tutorial is dedicated to absolutely beginners in brick filming. I highly recommend my former video where I show you how to do stop motion animation with tools you already have. Walking is one of the first problems newcomers are forced with. The reason is that in reality or real filmmaking everybody just knows how to walk to get from one position to another one. But now every single step is hard work for the animator. At least in the beginning. After some practice you will get more and more familiar with walking, assuming that it is a longer straight distance. That means I will not cover walking a curve or crossing the stop grid. Maybe I will do in a later video? Just let me know if you're interested in this topic. Take your smartphone with an app or your camera of choice with the matching capture tool and let's jump into the fun stuff. There are 3 benefits. First, walking is a cyclic process. Therefore, you just need to know how to do the first 2 steps, because after this it is all repeating. Second, the first and the second footsteps are pretty the same except they are mirrored. And third, minifigs do not have knees or elbows and therefore walking is much more easier than with stop motion puppets, because there are less options for moving things around. Now let me introduce the so-called 4-step walk cycle. You can start at any of the following poses, but I will start at the standing pose. This is the first frame. Now we move one leg to the front until the rear of the foot and the front of the other one are in one line. Or to say it with other words, release the origin stud of one foot. At this moment, a smaller increment is not possible without falling or standing really tilted. Move the arm of the same body side into the opposite direction and the arm of the other body side to the same direction. Be careful not to move the arms too much. That's the second frame. Move both legs a little bit to the rear until the line of heel and toes are beneath the torso center. Move both arms in the same direction like the frame before to increase the range between both hands. This is the maximum amplitude of the arm oscillation. So next frame it will get smaller again. It could be a little bit difficult to place the figure straight right between 2 studs. You can use clay in the color of the ground or just use less enough to not see it in the final result. This is our third frame. Move both legs a little bit to the rear until the front leg is in line with the torso again. Keeping the line between front and rear leg ensures that the rear stud does not cause any problem like at the beginning. Reduce the distance between the hands and place the figure on the next stud. This is the 4th and last frame of our first footstep. For the next footstep, we go back to the standing pose and then start everything again with the other leg. After additional 4 frames, we get 8 frames in total and can create an infinite loop. The 4-step walk cycle is best to use with 12 frames per second, so make sure to set your replay speed to this value. For a better demonstration, I have changed the picture position via keyframes in post. I love looking at this. It is so relaxing, like flowing water or a campfire. Take care of undefined roll and yaw during your steps to not distract the audience. Some of you may say you can do infinite small increments if you're using a plain surface without any stud or remove the stud under the moving feet. Then my answer would be, you're totally right, but this technique is not what I call beginner friendly. To sum up, now you know how to do basic minifigure walking for brick films using the 4-step walk cycle. But you may need several hours of exercise until your results will look like mine.
Now you have reached the end of this video. But this doesn't mean you have to talk to real people. You may be interested in my new video over there. Or you could watch this recommended video. And as a last opportunity, there are many more videos for you at my channel.